Hello, dear student. How are you today? I hope you're fine. The focus of this video today is to talk to you a little bit about phrasal verbs. So this is a class aimed at more advanced students, okay? And let's work on this. Phrasal verb is something that many people hate, but once you get the hang of it is a kind of phrasal verb, which means learn it for real. So as soon as you learn it, you really learn how to use that phrasal verb in different contexts, you'll see that your speaking will be much more natural. It will sound much more natural, okay? But Hannah, tell me, what is a phrasal verb? I will tell you. As the name says, a phrasal verb is a verb, duh. And as it is a verb, it happens to change according to tenses. You know, if I'm talking about the past, I need to change the verb. If I'm talking about the future, or if I'm using a more complex verb tense like present perfect, past perfect, present perfect, continuous, and so on. They are used in all of these tenses. So it's important that you know how to identify the verb and the expression and how that verb changes according to the different tenses, like knowing the past form, knowing the third form, the past participle, knowing the gerund. So it is important that you have this background knowledge before getting in touch with phrasal verbs. Another something, let me show you. A phrasal verb is generally a verb that comes along with a particle, generally one or even two or three particles. It really depends on the phrasal verb. These particles here, they can be prepositions, in, on, at, for, to, or they can be adverbs, like up, down, okay? And I think it is easier if you start to study the phrasal verbs according to something common. So find something common and start to study the phrasal verbs that go along with this something common that you found. For example, today we'll work on some phrasal verbs that have the particle up in common, okay? So we will basically study a verb plus up. Sometimes we have other prepositions or other adverbs, but other prepositions more frequently, but that's not what you're going to talk about today, okay? It's just the first class out of many classes that will come on this channel about phrasal verbs. But I chose the particle up. So let's learn some phrasal verbs or some verbs that go along with up. Like I told you, a phrasal verb is a verb that comes along with a particle, and sometimes the meaning of the first verb changes drastically. And I will start with a very basic phrasal verb, which is give up. So we have the meaning of give. In Portuguese it means dar, but when we associate this give with up, it becomes another verb. It becomes the verb desistir. So we could say, oh, I give up, or I gave up smoking, for example. So I used to smoke and I gave up, I quit. Eu desisti de fumar. So that's something that happens. This is one example of a verb coming along with a particle and having another meaning, okay, and becoming something different. But this is a very basic phrasal verb. I'm not going to start with this. We will start with another one, which is the verb dig up. Dig up, okay? Dig up. As I told you, it is important that you know the forms of the verb. So dig in the past is dug, and in the third form is dug as well. And in the present participle, it's digging, okay? But let's see the meaning of dig. In this, look at this sentence. I got an example here, which is she started. We know that after the verb started, we need a verb either with to or with ing. I tend to use ing more frequently. So she started searching for information. Searching for information. She started searching for information about him. So let's imagine a woman has just started a relationship and she wants to know more information about this person she's seeing. And then she started searching for this information. You see that this is not a wrong sentence. If you say this sentence like this, people will understand what you're saying. So a phrasal verb is not a matter of increasing in grammar. It is a matter of increasing in vocabulary, because you can say the exact same way, but instead of using searching for, which can be used in a more formal context, you can change it for an expression that is more natural. For example, the expression dig up. Every time you want to search for something, search for information, we use dig up. The verb dig alone means escavar, but when you use it with up, we are talking about a metaphorical digging, which means searching for information, for example, searching for something. So instead of saying she started searching for information, we could say that, where's my eraser? I don't know. She started digging up information about him. She started digging up information about him. Look at what happens with digging. We double the last G because the verb is made of a consonant, a vowel, and a consonant. When we are up to add ing in these circumstances, we have to double the last consonant. So she started digging up information about him. Let me get you another sentence. My mom is searching an old photo album for a picture. So let's write this blank. My mom is searching her old photo album for a picture. Is this sentence incorrect? No, it is not. My mom is searching her old photo album for a picture. But instead of using searching, we could say that she's digging up her old photo albums for a picture. Observe that the ing here and the ing here, they are just a mere coincidence, okay? Here it's because after start we need to use ing, and this is present continuous, something happening right now. Another sentence for you. Tabloids. Do you know what tabloids are? Tabloids. Tabloids are sources of news, and generally they are very dramatic about the news that they are talking about. A good example here in Brazil of a tabloid source of news is Sônia Abrão, right? She's very dramatic. She likes when people are kind of startled or scared by her news. So these are tabloids. Tabloids love to search for scandals. Scandals. Tabloids love to search for scandals. Okay, if we want to sound more natural, we could just say that tabloids, instead of love to search, we could say love to dig up scandals. Tabloids love to dig up scandals. And the last sentence I brought as an example is, I want you, let's imagine I have a company and I've just hired you so you can take care of the marketing aspect of my company. And then I want you to search information about virtual marketing. So let's think that I've hired you so you could work for me, being responsible for all the marketing section. And then I call you one day and I say, okay, I want you to search information about virtual marketing. Instead of using search, we could say, I want you to dig up information about virtual marketing. Okay? This is an example of a phrasal verb, and the phrasal verb is dig up. What is essential when you're learning a phrasal verb, my dear student, is that you start creating your own examples, because if you don't do that, you will forget, and maybe you will be able to understand a context where dig up is being used, but you won't be able to, use it fluently or naturally. Okay, so create your sentences. Write as many examples as you can. Okay, good. So this is the first verb with up, which is dig up. Oh, I found my eraser. Let's work on another verb now. Let's erase this. And if you are my student, of course, you know what you have to do. You need to create mental maps or mind maps using the structures here, of course. Let's see. The next one is bottle up. Bottle up. Many of you haven't seen bottle. Oops, this is ugly. Let me write it more beautifully. Many of you haven't seen bottle as a verb before. Many of you haven't seen, but today you are seeing it. You can see bottle being used as a verb. What's the meaning of bottle up? Generally, people who like to bottle up, they don't like talking much about their feelings or their emotions. So they hide it all from us. They hide it, all their feelings, they hide all their emotions from us, and they bottle up. To bottle up means hide feelings, hide information about how you are actually feeling. So a good sentence, so we could start, is don't hide your feelings. Don't hide your feelings. Don't hide your feelings like this. Oh, come on. Don't hide your feelings like this. Instead of using hide your feelings, which is completely correct, we could sound more natural if we'd say, instead of don't hide your feelings like this, if we used don't bottle up. Don't bottle up like this. Don't bottle up like this. Don't bottle, this marker is not working. So don't bottle up like this, which means don't hide your feelings. Don't bottle up like this. Let's see another sentence. You know how Luke is always hiding his emotions. So let me write this in black. You know Luke. He always hides his emotions. He always hides his emotions. He'll never talk to you. He'll never talk to you. He always hides his emotions. Okay, that's a beautiful sentence, grammatically correct, but we could sound more natural by saying, instead of he always hides his emotions, we would sound more natural if we used he always bottles up his emotions. He will never talk to you. And observe the detail here. Bottles, because we're talking about something that happens all the time. It's present simple. For present simple, he, she, it's third personal singular. You know that we need to add the letter S right at the end of the verb. And here, bottle is being used as a verb, so it's quite easy. Next one. Let's see. We felt much better when we stopped hiding our feelings. We felt much better when we stopped hiding our feelings. Okay, think a little bit. Try to transform this sentence. Again, it's not incorrect. We're just trying to make it sound more natural. So try to make it sound more natural. You have 2 minutes. No, of course not. 2 seconds. 1, 2, let's go. We felt much better after we stopped hiding our feelings. We don't need to use hiding our feelings. We could just transform this expression here and use bottle up. Remember that after stopped, if you're talking about something that you don't do anymore, parei de fazer alguma coisa, o ing tem que vir depois desse verbo, ok? Senão fica parei para fazer alguma coisa se você usar o to, ok? So don't use to here unless you want to sound or mean eu parei para isso. Eu parei de fazer alguma coisa, preciso sempre do ing, ok? So we felt much better when we stopped bottling up. Bottling up. So we felt much better when we stopped bottling up. Bottling up. Bottling up. We felt much better when we stopped bottling up. So don't bottle up like this. You know, look, he always bottles up. He'll never talk to you. We felt much better when we stopped bottling up or bottling up. Let me see if there is another example sentence here. Okay, yes, I do. I can't believe you've always hid your feelings. I can't believe you've always hid your feelings. Look at this. This is present perfect. You've always had something that you started doing in the past and you continue doing until now, okay? If we want to sound more natural, instead of saying you've always hid your feelings, we can use bottle up. But if you're using bottle up, we need to keep in mind that this is a sentence in the present perfect. So you would need to use bottle up in the present perfect. So I can't believe you remember that this apostrophe V stands for have, okay? Which is the auxiliary of present perfect. I can't believe you've always, instead of using hid, we'll use bottle. Remember in the present perfect we have as the auxiliary verb and the third form of the main verb. The main verb here is bottle. The third form of bottle, as it's a regular verb, is bottled. So I can't believe you've always bottled up your feelings. Or, of course, you don't need to use your feelings, sorry. You've always bottled up. It's implicit. If you're using bottle up, you're talking about feelings or emotions. All right, so 4 sentences with bottle up. Again, pause this video, try to create your own sentence, okay? And let's work with the last phrasal verb I brought for this class, for this video. Let's change and I'll bottle up. The next one is the verb turn up. This is quite often used. Adele uses this all the time. Turn up. I forgot the part of the song, but there is an Adele song in which she uses turn up. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I think this is Someone Like You. If you want to check this out, go on. But okay, turn up. Turn up can mean a lot of things. In the first place, it can mean to put the volume of any of your gadgets at a higher position. So let's imagine you want to pay attention to a TV and you see that the volume is too low, you can't hear it very well, so you can turn up the volume and then you will listen to it better. But I'm not going to work with this meaning today. I'm going to work with the meaning of turn up as the verb appear or arrive. Okay? Let's see a sentence. Sorry, I'm late. The bus didn't arrive on time. So, sorry, I'm late. The bus didn't arrive on time. Again, is the sentence incorrect? No, it is not. But we can change it and sound more natural by saying, sorry, I'm late. The bus didn't turn up. Didn't turn up on time. Sorry, I'm late. The bus didn't turn up on time. Okay? Next sentence, don't worry. Don't worry. She'll arrive soon. She'll arrive soon. She'll arrive soon. Don't worry. She'll arrive soon. Is this incorrect? No, it is not, but we can sound more natural by saying she will turn up. She will turn up soon. She will turn up soon. Another sentence. Sorry, I didn't go to your party. Sorry, I didn't go to your party. Okay, instead of saying didn't go to your party, we could say sorry, I didn't turn up at your party. I didn't turn up at your party. Oh, sorry, I didn't turn up at your party. I didn't turn up at your party. And the last sentence for today is, if he doesn't arrive on time, he'll get the sack. If he doesn't arrive on time, he'll get the sack. Get the sack means to be fired, no longer work for a company. Again, if he doesn't arrive on time, he'll get the sack. Instead of using if he doesn't arrive on time, I can just change this arrive for turn up. And again, it sounds a little bit more natural. If he doesn't turn up on time, he'll get the sack. Okay? Dear student, this was just the first class that we're doing about phrasal verb. Don't panic, okay? Phrasal verbs are our friends. I think I'll change the name for friends verb, not phrasal verb, so you can start loving it and using it. So from now on, it's not that you can't use search for information or hide your feelings or arrive on time, for example. It's just that if you have more vocabulary, you'll be able to sound more natural and less repetitive. So start using dig up, bottle up, and turn up, okay? Next video, I will continue talking about some phrasal verbs that go well with up, okay? Huge kisses. See you in our next video. Love you. Bye-bye.